Hey there, and happy Monday. And it's so good to be back. I had a fantastic cozy retreat weekend away in Okoboji, Thursday through Sunday. And it was a smaller group, but it was just really good and great to still connect with everyone there and just to have some pampered crafting time where it's like I could just do all sorts of projects on my own and be fed and by somebody else that I didn't have to cook meals. So it was a great time away. And if that's ever anything you want more information about for a crafting retreat that's local to us anyway, please reach out. I did send out an email earlier today, or not that long ago, my monthly email that I try to get out on the first of each month. And there's a link there to the next crafting retreat, the beginning of April. So I am kicking off a new virtual hostess, and it is my friend, stamping friend, Dawn Earlbeck. And today I'm going to make this card for her. So we texted a little bit back and forth today, and I had a lot of different ideas going in my mind. And she said, I gave away my Ladybug bundle to a dear friend that loves ladybugs, and she loves bees. Dawn loves bees, and her friend loves ladybugs. And I'm like, I know what card I'm going to make for you today. Hey there, Lisa. Hi, Shelly. And so I'm excited to put this card together, and she'll probably get this bundle done again. I'm thinking through her party so that she'll have it for herself, but so we will see. Hi there, Pam. So yeah, this is card number 1 then for my virtual hostess, Dawn Earlbeck. And let me just see here if I can get to my iPad here to sit up in front of me, and then I will scoot my camera. Thanks, Shelly. Yeah, it's so fun to see something done. You know, you see a Ladybug bundle. It's fun to see something different with it. And that's what I love doing for you guys, is just showing you things that are outside the box and inside the box, because sometimes that's just as fun. Hey there, Deb. I hope you got my packages today. So before I get started, today is February 1st. So I posted on this Bell Harder Inspiring Others page that there's new products today. So there's a new stamp set, dies, black and white designer series paper, and natural Stampin' Blends. So I probably should have put these maybe in the order that they should go in. I think this might be the order that they go in, but yet there's not a true order, kind of lighter to darker, but hopefully you can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here sets of some new Stampin' Blends. So I love that Stampin' Up is going to expand their Stampin' Blends line. These are going to be great for more skin tone options, more animal options, more nature options, and different things like that. So today's February 1st. These are available now to everyone. So I have a link on my page today. Actually, this link will stay up posted to the top. I pinned it to the top of my page so that people could see the product. And then it keeps, I have actually 3 virtual hostesses this month, and it's going to keep those host codes with this post at the top too. So it's an all together bundle, and it's just going to hopefully inspire people to make cards connecting people all together. Hi there, Lois. Good to have you guys on here. Gonna see if I can see comments better on my iPad. Sometimes I'm not sure if I'm seeing it all. So, okay. So let's start into the party. I had such a good time over the weekend, and I think I said happy Monday, but actually today is Tuesday. I keep thinking it's Monday. This is like the 16th time. I think it's because it's my first video of the month that I think it's Monday. Not all firsts of the month fall on Monday. Okay. Hi there, Tammy. So this is Dawn Earlbeck's card number 1, and where I'm getting the bee products here, the Hello Ladybug. And actually, I'm just going to use the punch from the Hello Ladybug bundle, but I just have to show you how cute that stamp set is. I just used it for my January set of 10 cards. So this is from the mini catalog here. I like to always do a little quick preview from page 20. So you can see that you can get the stamp set and the punch separate, or you can bundle them for the 10% savings too. Oh no, Brenda, you ended up moving your mom. Oh yes, we would have taken you at the retreat. Next time. you come to the retreat. Okay, so that's where these products are found, the punch and the stamp sets. I'm going to put the punch down here because I'm going to need that pretty soon. And then the sentiments here, I have a couple different sentiments. Where would I be without a friend like you? I tried to make it look like BEE and highlight it. I don't know if I like that. So I'm going to actually make today's card for you without that, because I will see the difference. And I love it how you guys are so good at chiming in. So both of these, thanks for brightening my day and where would I be without a friend like you, are from the Special Moments stamp set. This is a huge stamp set, and I'll show you. It's got actually 2 packages here of photopolymer sentiments. So you can see they printed it on both of the inside covers here. Hi, Diane. Thank you so much for your sweet messages. I'm glad that the cards arrived. Hi there, Sandy. So the Special Moments is free with a $100 order during celebration. So today's the first month of February, last month of celebration. Or first day of February. I feel like my brain's not quite engaged. It feels like, I don't know, like it should be Monday morning, but I love Mondays, so that's not even right. Okay, so celebration. Get to $100 in sales and you can get the Special Moments stamp set for free. And I love it because it's got a lot of different sentiments that both connect to so many different occasions, and that you can use for the front of the card and the inside of the card together, and it just coordinates and looks so well. I wanted to use this so many times last month, but I was doing a whole theme of love themed cards, and so none of these really fit with a lot of what I was doing. So I'm like, okay, I might be hitting this stamp set kind of hard this month, just because I love so much about it, and I love that it's free for you guys that are placing orders of $100 to get it that way. Hi there, Carol. I sure wish I could have seen you this week at the retreat too. A lot of my people that are regulars, I just didn't get to see. All right, so my color combination here is you would think it would be Bumblebee one too, because I'm making a bee card. I pulled out my Bumblebee cardstock, and it was kind of it's a great Bumblebee yellow, and I like it. It was kind of dull for what I wanted. I wanted a little bit brighter card, so I switched to Daffodil Delight instead of the name of Bumblebee to match my Bumblebee. So that's where the yellows are coming in, and then thick white for my card base, basic black. And then this little strip is from that Pattern Party Designer Series paper that is a host exclusive in the back of the annual catalog. So if you've seen me use like the striped paper, that is where that comes from. And if you have that or something similar, because honestly, I've said this so many times, you can see all my scraps sitting here. This pattern paper, Designer Series paper pack, I've been using over and over and over, and there's lots of black and white options in there, so that's good. But if you have some other pieces that are laying around, Stampin' Up! Does a lot of different patterns that are black and white, so it's not that you have to have that pack, but this is where I got it from. And I'll put that aside. So what a fun color combination, isn't it? Okay, hi there, Diane. Let me get started, and I think I'm going to start with my embossing folder. So this is new in the mini catalog. It's the Hive 3D embossing folder, and I was really excited to use it because it's such a fun embossing folder, and with it being 3D, it gives us that nice deep groove there. And because it's 3D, I'll kind of just go through quick that you'll want to, if you have the cut and emboss machine, put it on that thickest platform number 1, and then I'm going to put in some Daffodil Delight cardstock, whoops, here, and this measures 3.75 by 5, and I'll just put that in there. I always like how they have that nice line across the top, so you can line this up. This one, I think it would show if it was crooked. Some are more like showing and telling than others. And then I'll put that in there, and then I'm just going with that gray plate number 4. So for those of you that are getting this, say for the first time, this cut and emboss machine, or even the mini cut and emboss machine, all the plates that you need are included with your machine. So even though I pull in like some might consider this like a specialty plate or something, all of these plates that you need to cut and emboss come with the big machine. And so So that also is with the small machine too. So you can buy replacement pads when that's necessary, but that is how that comes, which is great news, that you can just dive in and start using it right away without extra things. Oh, Carol, I'm sorry to hear that it's freezing again on your end. I don't know if I do it later at night, if it's more troublesome with internet connection. Sometimes it'll spin on my end if it's freezing on my end, but it's been going really well as far as I can see. So hopefully it'll stop and behave for you. Okay, so let me set this aside here, get that out of the way, and then I can start to do some layering here. Well, actually, well, no, let me do some layering just to get some of the pieces out of the way. I always forget, like, how did I start making this card? All right, so I'm just gonna flip this over. Actually, I should put it closer to the camera so you can see the nice deep grooves. Look at how nicely that embosses with the 3D embossing folder. It almost looks like those new pop toys that you just kind of pop through for kids. And then this I'm going to layer on a piece of basic black cardstock, and the basic black is 4 by 5 1/4 here. And before I put that on my thick white, I did thick white for my card base, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, scored this way. Before I put it on here, I just want to say, whenever I do this as the card base, that's when I reach for my thick basic white, just because it gives a nice, a very nice, thick, supportive card base. And, oh, I hope I have enough. Otherwise, I have like 2 more spools of this. I know I didn't realize I was to the end. I was hoping, oh, there we go. Now it just released some more. So I was hoping I wouldn't have to step away from the camera. So this is my black glittered organdy ribbon. So, so pretty. One year it came out like with the Halloween things, and I used it that year so much for really special looking Christmas cards because the black just looks so classy. And I think this is so fun because my bee is going to kind of look like it has some almost like gossamer type wings by using vellum. But I thought, oh, how fun to use something that's a little bit more sheer with the organdy and then the glitter in that too. So I'm just going to wrap this around here, tie a knot, and thank you that I have enough ribbon right on that spool to make that complete, like so. And we're just going to even out those two. Oops, it looks like this one needs to be trimmed just a skosh less to have it be the same. So that's just so pretty there. Hey there, Tori. So last I chatted with you, Tori, is making ladybugs. Now I'm making ladybugs into bumblebees there. Hi, Connie. So now this is ready to go on my card base here. So I'm just gonna take and flip that over like so. Move that extra little ribbon out of the way so it doesn't end up somewhere where it's not supposed to. Okay, and I'm just gonna center that on there, and then we might as well just add this little piece. So this originally on this sample I had cut it 4 inches across, so that would go from black to black, and this one I'm like, I'm going to try 3.75, so it just goes across the daffodil layer there, and it's 1.5 inches wide. So we have that measurement. Yeah, it's funny, it looks narrower when I cut it shorter too. So I'm like, oh, it's still 1.5 inches this way, I guess. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of leave just eyeing about, I don't know, 3/4 to an inch across the bottom. And then I'm gonna put this little layer here too. So that's how that looks compared to, you can kind of see the difference going from black to black versus yellow to yellow. That way. So just cut a 1/4 inch. So I think I like that, just looks maybe a little bit more appealing. And then next I'm going to do my stamping from that celebration set, Special Moments. So with that, or actually, you know what, it's a photopolymer stamp set. I am going to just die cut that first. Sometimes I will switch up the order that I do it when it's photopolymer because I can. And then it doesn't accidentally get ink in my machine if it doesn't dry ASAP, which isn't usually too much of a problem, but why risk it, right? I'm going to die cut this die, and then I'll show you some options that we have for the die here. So this fun die is from Tasteful Labels, and you can see the nice little beveled edges that it also gets when it's cut and run run through the cut and emboss machine. But my other options, if you have these Stitch So Sweetly dies, I just thought, you know what, that would be really cute to put something like this, you know, on there, or one of these little scallop stitched frames. I also thought about the newer stamp set, the scalloped contour dies, where that could be kind of fun, like to pull this out and then put that little saying, you know, within the scalloped and grooved design too. But then I ended up going with, and I always like to bring it on camera so you can see it in case you can't understand my voice, Tasteful Labels dies. So this is the set that has just so many different options with so many different types of shapes in there, and so that's where I'm getting that. Hi there, Pam. So that's from Tasteful Labels dies, and since it is a photopolymer stamp, then I get out my my Stampin' Mat here. And where would I be without a friend like you? I thought that just worked out so perfect for the bee. And like I said, I think I'm just going to leave this because when I tried to take my, and you could do this, so my Stampin' Write basic black marker, what I did is I added a second E, and maybe it's because I'm not really fond of my handwriting. And then I took a Stampin' blend with the Daffodil Delight, which is the same color as that yellow, and I just highlighted the bee so you can see where that is. Where would I be without you? And I just felt like it looked messy, and I feel like this looks nice and clean. I like nice and clean. But it is kind of fun to have that little play on words there too. So I'm just going to set that there so you can see it. And then let me pop this up with some dimensionals. And then all we have to do is get that darling bee crafted, and then the card will be just about complete. The bee is really pretty easy to put together. I'll show you a couple of different ways to even do that too to help you out. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of put that down here onto that little layer there. And now let's get out some cardstock. So I'm just going to take some basic black cardstock. I cut this strip probably about 1 3/4 inches, so 1.75 inches, and you can just scoot that in there to get that ladybug body stamped out, punched out in black. And then whenever I have like these that I'm cutting out, these little mats here, like this one's 3.75 by 5, often they are 4 by 5 1/4. And doesn't everybody have a zillion of these, or the potential to have a zillion 1/4 inch strips in their supplies from just cutting those 4 by 5 1/4 matting like pieces there. So I have a whole bunch of these. I just ran it through my trimmer to cut it in half, so we have just like skinnier strips here. And next I'm going to get out my liquid glue, and then with my liquid glue, or what people refer to this sometimes as the green glue, I'm just going to put a little bit of that on there. If I hold it steady, maybe you can see it. And so I'm just going to kind of put that on my bee here, like so. And what I did, first of all, as I'm holding this down, just so it doesn't move too much, at first, where's my little thing here? I think it's starting to fall apart. I just took this and kind of imagine where the head's going to be and just put the strips across, so as I punched it, then I would have the strips there too. But that was a little bit like, okay, now it has to line up perfect, otherwise my stripes are going to be a little bit sideways, and am I going to get all 3 stripes on the body and different things? So, you know, things to think about. And I was like, you know what, it's pretty easy to just, let me grab my scissor, to just punch it out and then take this and just kind of cut around there like so 3 times. So I'm just going to do this across there like so, and do that same thing. And the reason why why I kind of talked and let it dry a little bit is it allows that glue to get kind of actually tacky, and then it's easier to stick that on when it's more tacky. Okay, then we're just going to put that across the bottom like so, so that's stuck really well, and do that. I had my grandkids over here for a while. That's why my video is a little bit later. I think I could have made this stick with all the extra spaghetti that we had at supper time, you know? And so maybe I wouldn't need any glue for my cards. Okay. So this looks a little bit different maybe than this one because I have kind of two bigger pieces there, maybe more of a black. So it's everybody's bee is going to maybe turn out different, and that's okay too. So you can kind of play around with what you want to do. And then using that same punch here, I'm going to just pull out a strip of vellum cardstock. And this is a nice thick vellum, so it's very easy to thread in there. And just punch that out to get the wings. And what's so fun about that is they're going to be see-through, kind of like insect wings. Let me just grab some glue dots here at the very end of my box. But don't worry, I've got a lot more where those came from. Okay, and I'm just going to put some little glue dots up at the top. Now this usually in my mind is a no-no, like, okay, anytime you use any kind of adhesive, it is going to show, but this just kind of blends in with the yellow and such. And I think you kind of look at everything else on the Bumblebee where you're not really going to see those two little dots of the glue dots. So that's kind of fun. I don't want to bend it up too much because the vellum is a little bit stiffer. And if I try and like crease it too much, it's going to show a crease in a very unattractive way. So I just kind of try and push down on the glue dots and just kind of flick that up for a little bit of a lift off of there like so. And then now this can be popped up with a couple of dimensionals. That's all it takes here and here to get a couple dimensionals on that bee body to pop that up. And then we're just gonna set that up like so. And now for my embellishment here, it kind of looks like it's kind of over top, but in person, because it's vellum, it doesn't take away from the writing at all. So now we just can go ahead with the embellishment. And I was looking at some black options, and we have some of the classic matte dots that are black. One sheet's all black. The other one has that assortment of black, gray, white, and vanilla. And then I thought, oh, I almost forgot about these. These are brand new in the mini catalog too, Adhesive back Hexagons. So last week I used these as a center of those daisies that I punched out, and how perfect to have hexagons to go with our Hive theme here. So I'm going to pull those out. And with my little take your pick tool, which is so fun, you guys. So it was my anniversary, stamp-iversary, 26 years with Stampin' Up! Saturday. And so I posted a little thing on my page here to list your favorite tool. And I could not believe how many people love this take your pick tool. And so I'm just gonna use that to get my little tiny hexagons off of there and scoot that over to my card here. Yeah, I use it every day. Sometimes you kind of forget that that makes something your favorite because it's so useful every single day. So that just adds a little bit to clear up or kind of decorate that little white space. And I think the glitter on here just kind of ties in with the fun little wings there. And then the very last thing that I'm going to add to Dawn's card here is on the inside. And that sentiment says, thanks for brightening up my day. And so if you don't like that and you are receiving this card because you're ordering through Dawn's Party, well, you can always just take an extra piece of cardstock and put that over top too if you want to, and put your own sentiment or something blank on there as well. So where would I be without a friend like you? And that's the inside. Thanks for brightening up my day. Or like I said too, I tried to put an extra E after the B, the BE. I just felt like it looked like it bled or something. And this one, just in general, I don't know, maybe I stamped it too hard because this one just looks a lot cleaner, crisper. Even the word you looks better on the second card. So I don't know. Like I said, I think I just want to leave it look like this because this just looked not my favorite. But maybe some of you will go, no, I really like the extra E and highlighting the B, or maybe I should have put it. I did it with the dark daffodil, thinking it would need to be, you know, darker to show up. But maybe if I did it in the light daffodil blend, it would look more like a highlighter and look kind of fun too. So that is that for card number, card number 1 for Dawn Earlbeck's virtual stamp party. Hi there, Wendy. Thanks for joining in. Okay, so that is card number 1 for Dawn Earlbeck. So what my schedule looks like, oh, I got kind of a funky little glare there. What my schedule looks like this week. So that's card number 1, and then I'll do 2 and 3 Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday I'm going to start in with my next virtual hostess, and that's going to be Deb Warwick. So I'll do her virtual demos Friday, Monday and Tuesday of next week, and then starting Wednesday I'll do Kay Keelblock, and her party will go then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the following week after that I will have 5 days and 5 days, 2 solid weeks, kind of Monday through Friday to do my 10 projects that I've been doing for my virtual stamp camps for the month of February. So you guys will get to do, let's see how my math is, 19 demos this month. So that you guys are going to keep me busy, and that sounds like a lot of fun on my end. I don't know about you guys, and it's really cold here, so what better thing to do to pass the time away? How you can get the host cards for Dawn's party as well as the ones coming up and Stamp Camp is order using her host code, and a minimum $25 order using her host code will get you the 3 cards I make. So if you like tonight's speak card, think, oh, I have an order that I need to place anyway, maybe you'll like the next 2 too, and use the host code. Or if you want to contact me to have me help you order on your own and get that connected to your party, just make sure and mention which party you want to go to anytime that you're ordering through me, or if it's my stamp camp or something like that, then you'll get her 3 cards as a thank you from both Dawn and I for ordering through her party. So yeah, Pam, there's going to be lots of cards to see, and I just have so much on my agenda that I want to show you for different products, and so many that I haven't showed you yet, so I'm super excited about that too. So see you guys tomorrow afternoon, and hopefully I'll have the right day of the week and all that. Like I said, I just kind of felt like, where am I today? And yet just good to be back here with you guys. So see you tomorrow afternoon.